As you guys can see, we are on day 300, and I'm not sure, but we're almost close to 65 because the end of the yen, end of the yen. Okay. I don't know what that was channeled from, but the end of the year is near. Yen. The only thing I know about yen is Chinese money, so I don't know about that. But hey, take that up with our ancestors. I'm happy to have you guys here. Oh no, 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 no. Happy to have you guys here today. Um, so today's topic in evolving into a star seed and becoming more conscious of yourself and elevating your soul through this journey of heck, right? Um, Hold on, let me get some. Well, I have tea. I'll just wait till it cools down to take my capsule. So before we get into anything, here are my golden elimination parasite detox capsules. If you guys want to support the channel, go ahead and DM me, message me, email me, or order off the page. Get you a bottle. Use code FRESH to get 25% off. All right, I'll be taking those shortly as soon as my tea cools off. I finally got my tea bags again, so I can finally start drinking my tea again because I miss drinking tea. Tea was like has always been a major part of my Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. So, yeah. All right, so let's get straight into it. Today's topic on evolving into a star seed, we're going to talk about the legal system and spirituality and how there's two ways to look at it, depending on what side you're on and what you can see, right? So, people will always say the legal system is completely bad, completely horrible, you know, worst thing ever, worst place for people to go. Ooh, look at that. This thing is sparking. There's some energy up in here that needs to get released. Jesus. Oh, I'm feeling it coming off my back, too. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Lord. Y'all know Sage only be sparking like that when there's something going on in the energy. And I'm telling you, whatever that was, it just sparked like that. My back feels so much better. Oh, my God. I hear crackling. Oh yeah, it's some spirits. Oh, it's some spirits up in here, and I was thinking it was too. Y'all hear it? Oh my god. Oh yeah, yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Mhm. So the legal system and spirituality, right? This thing is crackling like a mug. Okay, so this is exactly why I had to get on this. So yesterday I saw a friend, and they just needed some help. So me trying to be a better person, I try to do my help thing, help. And what about the legal system? Well, we're talking about the legal system because in spirituality, a lot of people think that the legal system is completely bad. Here's the flip side of that, right? And I'm gonna give you all perspectives of this. What's up, everybody? So even against my better judgment, even though this person has done me dirty, put actual marks on my body, domestic violence, whatever, they called me yesterday because yesterday, I don't know what it was, but I did a meditation in the morning and I cleared my energy out like completely. And after I dropped my son off at school, like I dropped him off at school, like the spiritual way, my crown chakra activated and everything. I started driving down the beltway, and the smell that I started to smell, I remember the smell very vividly. So as you know, you have chakras above your head. You have your third eye, you have your crown chakra, and there's three other chakras above that, and then there's like your solar star, your Merkaba. Everything has a spirit. Every entity has a spirit. So even your school systems, your jobs, everything has a spirit. But I can't give y'all too much on the social media platform for free because I'm giving up the ancient ancestors information, and this is the only way that we are able to fight back colonization. Anyways, I dropped him off the spiritual way. So I dropped him off according to spirituality, dropped him off and let him be with the entity that is his school, right? So, child, let me tell y'all how this is sparking really bad. It's a lot of bad energy. It's a lot of heaviness. So I'm just clearing this space because usually my sage don't spark like this unless it's really bad. So I'm just gonna keep it. So flip side, right? I went into this space with the intention to see, you see now things are starting to come back on because I'm clearing this energy out. People be thinking sage don't work. Yeah, all right. It's working right now. So I smelled this smell after I dropped my son off. Oh my God. I'm like, what is this on my pants? Okay, so per the usual, every time I have a nice pair of sweatpants, sage always drops on my sweatpants and burns my sweatpants. All right. So I dropped my son off and how do I put it? I smelled this smell in the car. And it was like hot. It was running towards me. It kept following me. Now I started feeling this spiral moving energy in front of me. Because as y'all know, I'm an empath. I feel energy move. Like, I don't just see it. I feel it. And I felt the energy spiraling in front of me, like in front of my face. So I'm like, what the hell? And it was really hot. And it smelled dead. Like, it smelled like a dead person. Like, when on Thriller, he says, the funk of 40,000 years, right? Michael Jackson. And it's a thriller night. So my son's all dropped off at school, and I'm on the Beltway, and I'm smelling the smell. Child, when I tell you the smell, the funk, it scared me because I'm like, I haven't smelled this since summertime. And it's only been one other time I smelled it was when I'm on my third eye was like all the way open, and I was actually using it, you know, getting to my timeline, my destiny, my journey. Because a lot of times people don't realize you'll meet people who will take you off your journey. They'll get you comfortable in their journey and what they want to do, especially as a woman. So even my son had asked me the other day, he's like, Mom, did you fart? I'm like, no, why you say that? He's like, what's that smell? So even he started to smell the smell, right? But it was an energy that was around me. And I just couldn't understand. I'm like, what the fuck? Because it's not the first time this has happened. This is what it smells like at airports to me. So I'm just like, okay. No, this is all spiritual. This is a channel about spirituality. So if you're not into spirituality, you could just leave. So right after this happens, my friend that when I used to smell this smell all the time calls me. How you been, man? What's going on? I'm good. I'm just visiting my grandparents, minding my business. What do you want? Like, I thought that you didn't want to answer my phone calls and you don't fuck with me and you've moved on. You have a new life. Why are you here? Well, how did I conjure you during the full moon and we released each other? Like, why are you here? No, it smelled like a freshly dead body in a body bag is what it smelled like. Well, not freshly dead. It smelled like a really dead body. I was just like, oh God. Like I said, I smelled the spiral and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, and the fact that this person called me, it was just like, okay. Because I was going up instead of under, you know? When I left the house, I'm like, I'm going, like, I think up, like. So things that are below that get exposed. What you don't realize is patriarchy has been dead for some years, right? Pretty much since COVID. Anything that's attached to patriarchy and indoctrinated into patriarchy is dead and will have this smell. But most people don't know it because of the illusion that we're in. People don't realize that there's literally magic and things you use to keep us in this realm. Because everything is a realm, everything's energy, which cannot be created nor destroyed, only transferred to different realms. So I'm smelling this dead smell. This person calls me, hey man, what's going on? You should pull up to my house and come give me a BJ. I'm like, I just told you I'm about to visit my grandmother. Why would I pull up to your house and give you a blowjob? Like, and again, I'm smelling the dead smell. So I'm just like, okay, this is weird. I'm not going to expose nobody's business. But long story short, I'm just going to say this. By the time the day was over, I stopped smelling the smell. But now, the way that my shoulders are killing me, right? Because I was feeling so much better, and the smell was starting to smell. My body was feeling light. My head was feeling light. My head wasn't clouded no more. But I just started smelling this smell. And I'm not the only person who's talked about this smell spiritually. I started hearing people talking to me in the ethers. Like, I could start hearing very clairvoyantly. It's so-and-so. It's this person. It's this person. And I'm like, is it? Okay, so now that I got that off my shoulders, like it must be this person, because if that worked, then that would mean that that person. So long story short, I'm understanding that somebody's been using dark magic on me for a period of time to keep me trapped in their illusion, their life, their timeline. That's what I said. Giving sloppy top before I go see my grandmother is crazy. I'm not doing that. But I realized in a dream I had a long time ago that both of them was in a house together in the bathroom, and they was trying to convince or pretty much find me a place to live. Now, this is why this is important, and I'm going to get to the legal system soon. Because when I picked them up, I just kept seeing police officers everywhere. I'm like, what the hell did the police want? He's like, what you gonna call the police? Because it's crazy, because he asked me to come pick him up and do all that, right? But then when he got picked up, all he could keep on complaining about is, you gonna call the police on me? You gonna call the police on me? You gonna call the police on me? I'm like, bro, what? Why did you call me to be in my face? No, this have in mind. This is only after. I said, what you need me to pick you up for? He said, I'm about to go get my weed. I'm like, oh God. I take this person to go get their weed. And I start feeling this really pulling, sexual, siphoning energy. I'm like, bruh, this lusty shit really gotta stop. Like, we not supposed to be doing that no more. You talk to somebody else, like, bruh, go away with that shit. So basically, during the full moon, I released this person's energy, exposed their, controversy to my environment so that they were able to annihilate it, remove it out of my space, right? Because this energy has been coming at me for some time, doing things like putting their hands on me, beating on me and stuff. And this is why I bring the legal system up. Black men love to complain, don't call the police on black men, because if you call the police on a black man, that's wrong. You stopping a black man from being successful, you being a bitch, whoop de woo, blah blah blah, za za za. I need to keep you out the spotlight so nobody else can see you or hear you, because you gonna expose my secrets and I don't want nobody to know who I really am. That's what it really gave, because any black man that knows how the legal system is wouldn't be putting their hands on a woman, pulling a woman by their hair. I remember there was even a point in time where this person had punched me in the head because I wasn't giving them a BJ. But I'm thinking, okay, you got mommy issues. I'm gonna help you heal yourself. Like, this is supposed to be one of my toughest cases. To me, in my mind, I'm thinking this is one of my toughest cases about healing trauma, because I want to help people heal from trauma. Like, as a therapist, as a person who deals with people and do life coaching, I need to see the worst of the worst in order to understand just how bad it can get with my potential clients in the future. That's what I'm thinking this is, right? I'm not thinking it like, oh my God, I'm just so in love with this boy, I'll just take anything off of him. Like, no, I'm really thinking like, you know what? I'm gonna just help this boy heal, because this is what my job has always been, to help people heal, get them to see their patterns so that they'll fix them. It's now come to my consciousness level that this is not a person who has the capability of healing. Because this person will do anything, because what I'm now understanding is this is a life or death situation for this person. In my opinion. From what I've witnessed firsthand. And everybody says, well, you're being weird because everybody going through it. Everybody going through it. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. But just because you're going through it, does that give you the right to put your hands on people? Rob people of their money when they sleep? No, that just means you a goofy ass bitch because you keep going for it. No, 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 no. Again, I'm supposed to help people heal. So I'm, again, this is a patient. This is a job. This is me doing my due diligence, my service to my community, my black men, helping them heal from their trauma so they can actually be great black men, right? But people like that like to try to flip it like, see, no, you called the police on a black man. You don't want to see me win. It's like, no, no, no. I want to see you win because I want to see you stop putting your hands on me. I want to see you stop putting your hands on your folks. You know, behind the scenes, people do crazy shit. And if you ain't got the eyes to see because you so wrapped up in the system that your third eye don't work, you too busy smoking, drinking, whatever the fuck else, you can't see what's going on behind the scenes. You won't really know who a person is. You'll just see them on the forefront and be like, oh, they're viral, they got a big platform, they're successful, they're famous, they're a celebrity. Yeah, nothing they could do could ever be wrong. They could never participate in rituals and sacrificing and all the stuff that we see clearly Diddy and everybody else has been doing for years. And not to keep putting Diddy on the fire because Diddy's a black man. Diddy was probably convinced to do these things to keep his fame. And you know, people like most celebrities, well, shit, if my family could eat and I could be an elite, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And that's in all perspectives, because even the Catholic Church does do sacrifices. Because people at the Vatican yesterday, that sculpture that was behind them at the Vatican, very scary. Very scary sculpture at the back of the Vatican for their ritual, whatever they were doing yesterday. And I felt the energy of the Vatican. It definitely gave sex ritual, disgusting, ill, trifling. I don't think I could fix Diddy. I know I can if I know I can't fix this guy. I thought that this was a test of me having the ability to help somebody heal. Everybody like, no, this is your test about whether you wanted to spend the rest of your life in hell or not. And I'm like, oh shit. Well, no, I don't want to actually. Like, nope, you signed a contract already. You got to help him. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about. And then some people say, oh no, you goofy ass weird bitch because the way you try and put somebody out there. And it's like, no, I'm not even. I never wanted to say this person's name. I had plenty of times to expose this person over the course of the whole entire year and say their name out loud. And, you know, because when it's justice for Relisha Rudd, justice for Sandra Bland, everybody in unison. Justice for black women going against the system. Justice for black women that stood on business that got hung inside the police cell. Justice for black women that. But then when it's Sierra Roberts, it's like, won't that bitch just hurry up and die already? She the one that's the problem. It's not her. It's not him, it's her. She just jealous of him because she ain't got a platform. I already had a platform and I was already doing my own thing before I met this guy. It's not about him though. Back to the legal system. Some people will complain and say that the legal system is the worst thing that could have ever happened, right? But when people like me are going through situations like this, where people who are supposed to be trusted are being abused behind the scenes, touched in certain kinds of ways behind the scenes, our children are in danger, our children are being sex trafficked through our neighborhoods even, and people will be quiet about it because, well, shit, if I get the benefit from it, he do got good energy, I'm gonna go ahead and just shut the fuck up and just let that boy do what he do because I want access to this kid. I don't care. Ha 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 ha. Better you than me, bitch. Ha 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 ha. And I'm just thinking to myself, if you think it's okay to put your hands on a child in any kind of shape, fashion, or form, other than to remind them how much they're loved and appreciated and have a holding space for them that is safe, and then let the parent know that you are taking care of the kid, I think there's something really wrong with you. But back to the legal system. Sometimes the legal system is the only way of or means of safety for certain people. Because I was, have you mind, homeless for 9 months. If somebody's beating on me and pulling my hair, and I'm telling my family this, and they're still not giving me shelter, and they know that this boy is the only person that calls me every single day, it sounds to me like it's a setup. It sounds to me like it was a setup. It sounds to me like it was a setup. And I'm gonna say it again. I know it was a fucking setup. Because they've been doing nothing but threatening me and bullying me since the day I moved out of my apartment. So sometimes the legal system is the only thing that can actually save you and help you. But they'll say, oh, you sold us out for the system. It's like, no, you sold me out when you decided to start beating on me, putting your hands on me, kicking me out the house, trying to tell the world that I'm crazy just because I'm spiritually aware of what the hell is going on in the world. There's plenty of woke people who get platforms and get to say what they want to say on the platform. But every time I talk about them, you see my nose is getting dry. I'm talking about them. But I don't really, when it comes to magic, I'm more of an investigator. I'm like, whose consciousness has me in it? Where did I accidentally end up at? Because I'm trying to understand how people are mad at me, this woman, for calling the legal system on somebody when I couldn't call my family. I couldn't call my brother to whoop his ass because I didn't want my brother to go to jail. I couldn't call my mother because she's the one that kicked me out the house. I couldn't call sisters. I couldn't call grandmothers because my grandmother had a whole couch in her living room that I paid for. I paid for all the furniture in my grandmother's living room. TV stand, all that. I'm like, Grandma, won't you just let me sleep on your couch until I get my own place? Girl, you know I can't do that. Huh? I bought everything in this motherfucker. What you mean? My mom started trying to buy furniture in the house all of a sudden. All of a sudden going back and caring. Soon they changed the carpet as soon as I left to kind of convince my grandmother's mind, yeah, it's your granddaughter that's stopping you from being free. It's her. Yeah, remember when Sherry gave you her when she was a baby? She's the reason why you don't have a good life. So then my grandmother started like working against me, like not giving me a safe space because that was like the only safe space I had because that's where I landed at when my mom had me. I take full accountability for dating this person and for being around this person, but taking accountability for someone continuously pulling my hair and not having nowhere else to go but the system. So it's crazy how if I call the police on somebody for hurting me, I'm wrong. But if I go to the system and go to the shelter and get pulled into the system that way, that's okay. Let's talk about that when it comes to the government and the legal system. Oh, so if I go to the shelter, that's okay. What's the difference between the shelter and the jail cell? What's the difference between income-based housing and jail? Y'all tell me. I want somebody to tell me that. Income-based is you leave when you want. Well, no, not necessarily, because I've applied for plenty of jobs in the area. They still haven't called me back. And there's a conspiracy going around now that jobs are not even hiring right now. Jobs are simply saying that they're hiring just so you can give them your information so they could have a idea of what's going on with you. They're not really trying to hire you unless they can use your information. Because again, patriarchy is already dead. They're siphoning energy from people to keep them alive. That's why I got fired from my job because I didn't know how to energy harvest people. Let me say that again. I got fired from my job because I didn't know how to energy harvest people. Like all the other women in there, they knew how to use their wombs to like pull energy in and like they're like, you do this with it, you do this with it, you do this with it. I'm like, I ain't never been taught no crazy ass shit like this to do any of this with my vagina. What the fuck are you talking about? I gotta hold this and do this and pull this like this and make this go like this and do this and do this and do that. It's your chakras. You gotta learn how to do it. You gotta learn how to work your stuff. And I'm sitting here like, she ain't even got a car. That's so crazy. How she spiritual? She ain't even got a car. Her boyfriend got her out here with no car. Like, if you ain't spiritual, then you don't get what I'm talking about. But for the spiritual ones, then y'all should know. So the company, like, oh, you don't know how to pull the energy in. You don't know how to siphon energy. You don't know how to be a witch. So what are you good at? Like, what do we hired you for? Like, what is your purpose of being here besides sucking up money and resources? You're worthless to our company. So now we're just going to treat you like a prostitute. And then they would allow people to come in and pretty much have sexual energy transfer with me. Basically, like, yeah, you just came here to be pretty much the shop slut. So yeah, they like, yeah, you need some products, you need some grease, you need some oil, you need stuff to help nourish you and rehydrate you. And they just always would keep bouncing in my energy. I'm like, child, y'all got me running this whole shop, but y'all not paying me to be the damn boss. Like, y'all got me doing the boss's level of work, holding all these spaces, holding all these people, holding all y'all together. But y'all not giving me boss money. So, fast forward back to the legal system again. The police used to stand outside of my job every single day. Every time I broke free from feeling like I had the weight of the world on my shoulders and feeling like, because how I feel right now, where it feels like it's like my back just feels like this all the time. But if I do that, oh wow, my back doesn't hurt. That pain goes away. I feel better. Oh my gosh, how does she know that we're doing the dark arts? People don't even know what dark arts is, half people. You sit here like, every time I start going to work, man, I always get a back pain, man. I gotta go get a masseuse therapist. You're not thinking about the spiritual aspect of life. And most people aren't. And that's why I keep on getting this situation where people try to silence me, right? Stop telling the secrets of our ancestors. Well, look at here. If y'all not gonna give me a safe landing space in y'all's communities, and the man, or the men that I currently date now, keep giving me hell, and the companies that I work for give me hell, and it ain't got nothing to do with me because my son's father's in prison, but don't want to let go of my energy. So I get treated like an inmate for being locked inside of his logic system. So you see, that's why it's crazy, because it's like I was ready to move on because I'm like, you got sentenced to, your ass is dramatic. No, I'm really not. I don't think you understand. Like, when I see through my third eye now, it's like it's something in front of my face just moving like this, like blocking my third eye. Like, it just feels like it's something blocking the fuck out of my third eye. It just feels clouded. I'm not dramatic at all. Look, if y'all ain't seen, unless you seen it through your third eye, you don't know what I'm talking about. I know what my third eye is. I'm literally born with a mark on mine. I'm very connected to my third eye. That's why I know something's wrong with it right now. Because I'm like, what the hell is going on my foot? Like, even that feel, it just feels like, because there's several different eyes. You have your subconscious eye, then you have your third eye, your fourth eye, your fifth eye, your sixth eye, and seventh eye. It's like, then your crown chakra. It's like, it's different ones, you know. Yeah, there's something in mine going like this. It's like a W. I'm very aware of what to do with my third eye. Unfortunately, again, like I said, I've been put in this space now. It's like, you need to learn how to sit your ass down and be with one man. And I'm looking at people like, well, that's no problem, but not that one. See, and they give you this and say, okay, we'll give you the subscribers and the followers you want. Just shut up and dance, monkey. Well, if you're here at this point, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All 15 of y'all in the room, might as well subscribe. Might as well lock in. Thanks. Obviously, you don't. Otherwise, it wouldn't be blocked. Free therapy isn't the best therapy. You have to remove the ego. I did remove the ego. And last night when I removed my ego, what I saw, that's why I'm getting to it. So the legal system and spirituality. I removed the ego. So that's why I said, when the person continued to keep on pulling my hair, beating me, choking me out, doing all kinds of crazy stuff, I simply was just like, let me stay away from him for my safety, for his safety, for everyone's safety. Just stay away from him and just build my own life. He called me back into his life per the usual. He always calls me. I don't be calling this man. I just start smelling death in the air, and then he called me. I'm like, oh my God, what do you want? Come see me. Come on, give me some of that sexual. I need a reboot. I need some new energy. I need a recharge. I'm my shit on E. I need some E. I need you. Fight back or change your number. Well, I would change my number. I mean, I changed my number like 5 times this summer. He still will call my Apple, iCloud, make a new Instagram. He even at one point had a fake profile made and told you need to call so and so back right now. He's looking for you. Like, I don't think y'all realize what I've been going through with this relationship. Okay, people think, oh, you could just get away. I done tried everything. I done changed my number 5 times this summer. I done blocked him on Instagram. He found my other Instagram. I block him over there. He make a brand new profile and have somebody, oh yeah, my cousin said you not hitting him up. You need to talk to him. Like, bro, y'all think that people don't try to get out of these relationships and then y'all sit here and bash the person for going back. Going back is going back. No, not going back is also not, I didn't go back all this time. But I just know every single time I don't, the energy still finds me. It still finds me. So it's like I'm minding my business, going to my grandparents' house. I already know what happens if I block, if I change my number, iCloud call, or it's gonna be new Instagram profile made. Hit my friend up. He looking for you. Like, you still ain't hit my friend up. Where you at? Like, he knows where I live at. So spiritually, he knows how to astral project. And like, I'll be sleeping. This is why I said this, right? I come home after all of this crazy shit happened with him yesterday, and my son was passed out, sleeping in the bed. Like, I'm talking about, my son was sprawled out, passed out. And I know that that happened because I remember when I first started dating him. Like, he likes to, I ain't gonna spread his business out in the streets. All I'm gonna say is this. The legal system's supposed to help people who don't have no other outreach. But all it does is use that to harvest the energy too. So if you're not in a job, if you're not in jail, if you're not a part of the neighborhood watch, the police gonna have your ass, and you gonna be the feds. That's what your consciousness will be used for. I'm coming to that consensus at this point. Why? Because when I went to sleep and I meditated last night, I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Something woke me up out of my sleep. I don't know what it was, but I realized my son was still up walking around the house. And I felt like a lot of energy motion going around like my ass area. I'm like, well, that's not right. That doesn't make sense at all. Why is that going on? Like, what the hell is that? We not doing all that. No. Close that down. Close that part of Coochie Town down. Like, whoa. Then I'm like, I'm feeling vibrations around my butt too. I'm like, oh my God, what is this? Like, what is this? I don't eat any meat at all. I only eat vegetables and chickpeas and stuff like that, fruit. That's about it. So last night I had some mushrooms on naan, little flatbreads. But anyway, at 2 a.m., I hear my son walking around the house still. Finally, I kind of like clean up the energy. He's finally able to go to sleep because he's having anxiety, basically. He's like, I don't want to go to sleep because I don't like this feeling. I'm fighting this feeling. I don't like it. I wake up, realize it's a spiritual attack. My heart is like, it feels like somebody is stabbing me in my fucking chest. Like, legit, like, got a knife going through my chest over and over again. I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be 3 people energy that I know. I have to, the reason I do what I do is I have to psychically see who's attacking my son in order for him to be at peace. But the issue is police have now been involved in my life. So they be using my, oh, you the feds because, you know, if we try and run through some shit and do something, you gonna snitch. No, my son is being held hostage every time y'all do some dumb shit. So I'm gonna protect my son over a fuck nigga any day. So if you running through doing some crime, guess what? Guess you can't do it with me because what the hell? My son's heart is on the line for y'all? Fuck no. So I'm at the doctor's office. I'm at the dentist yesterday, and I'm like, I think about my neighbor upstairs, and I feel her energy come. It's feeling like her energy starts swinging. And I'm like, what is going on? Oh my God. And it's like all these police officers are just swarming around the place, and they like looking at me like I'm doing something. Have you mind, again, my son's father's energy likes to try to walk with me everywhere I go. We're broken up. He's had a whole new family. His other son is what, 3 or 4, maybe 5 now. He's like, I was talking to his son at Thanksgiving. I'm like, oh hi, baby. He's like, hey. Everybody's like, yeah, he don't talk. He just plays video games. But the boy started talking to me because he look at me. He knows my spirit, because basically when his father came home from prison the first time when my son was 9 months, I was supposed to have that kid. I got an abortion because I was like, I'm not going to do this. You don't have a job. You don't have money. I don't want to get trapped in this realm. I can't do this with you. But the spirit knew me. So when he was born at 1, I said, I know I was supposed to have you, but he ended up doing a story with somebody else. I get how spirituality goes. If you don't have a kid with a man, he gonna have it with somebody else. That's just how I go. So when I said that, the boy looked at me, he swung on me. I said, oh shit. He know what I'm talking about. Like, his spirit know me. His soul know me. Just like when he used to come over my apartment, when the other mother would drop her kid. Well, she dropped him off maybe one time, but I've been around the boy a few times. So he spent the night at my house with his brother, and he looked at me. He was like, he was supposed to sleep on the air mattress with everybody else. He looking at me like, I want to sleep in your room. I want to sleep with you. I'm like, okay. So then I put him on my chest and let him go to sleep. The boy was attached. Like, he could not go to sleep without putting his body on my body. Like, his body had to touch my body. It was a must. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Stop. Then I realized it was like, no, you're not going nowhere. I'm like, is your father's spirit working through you today? Then my son comes in the room like, Mom, what are you doing? Like, you're my mom. Like, that's not your son. Like, nigga, get the fuck off my mother. Seriously, get off her. So, long story short, the boy's talking to me. He's like, yeah, sometimes I'm at school and I stay too long. You know, just like, kids really love me, right? I don't have to do nothing. Kids just see comfort in me. Like, kids, even the kids in this neighborhood, when the kids be staring at me, their parents don't like me. But when the kids see me, the kids know. They like, oh, I see you. Because kids are more spiritual than adults. Adults don't want to face it. But their kids, when they see me, their kids know. Kids downstairs, they look at me. The girl, she's always like, she look at me and she start waving. She started doing like a little wave like this and like looking at me like, hey, like, I know you, girl. And I'm like, oh gosh. Like, kids, people, all people's children love me. I don't know why adults hate me, but fucking kids love me. Even a kid yesterday when I was at the doctor's office, she saw me. She's like, oh no, Mom, I like, no, like, you know, basically, I see you. You know, I get it. Not a flex, bruh. That is not a flex. That is a flex. They say all genuinely good spirits and peaceful spirits, children love them. You know, that's babysitter of the year. I've nannied for the politicians, the lawyers, the doctors, all through the US of A and the DMV. Okay, children love me. It don't matter what their race is, their age is. Children love me. I love that children love me. If you're a woman and children run away from you, you should be afraid. If you're a woman and animals run away from you, you should be afraid. How the fuck is the thing that comes from your womb, comes from wombs, don't like you? You should be afraid if children don't like you. If you walk up to a kid and it starts to cry, you should be afraid. Funny thing is, my sister, her daughter only likes me when her mom isn't around. When her mother not there, as soon as her mother get there, my brother asked her at Thanksgiving, so you see Auntie over there? She said, she looked me up and down. She said, no. I said, that's her mother's spirit taking over that boy, taking over that child. That's crazy. And she looked at me like, why are you trying to change the settings? I'm like, settings? The fuck? But then she asked my son, let me take over your controllers. Let me get the controllers to your Switch. But like, I can see beyond the veil. So I knew that's not what she was talking about. So she be trying to make people like spiritually attack me. Like, yeah, she's trying to do something to my kid. I'm like, no, I'm trying to close up your daughter's vagina because you don't protect it enough, because it's a lot of men running through your daughter's vagina that you don't know. And you should probably close her portal up because she's only 2, but she can't speak about it. But the reason she's always crying is because the same way that y'all don't want to help me protect my portal, she can feel all that. She's just like me. She's an empath. She's not like y'all. She's like me. That's why, because when she was born, they did a whole seance and tried to siphon my spirit out of her child. The magic that goes on. Anyway, back to the beginning of the whole point. All of this stuff is spiritual, right? And we all in spirit and positivity and all of that stuff, and everybody's in the astrals and the ethers, and we all gods. But when someone starts to point out the truth, because there's a spirit of truth, and that's the spirit of Ma'at, which is the heart. The heart is always going to speak trueness, and it is what it is. You might not like it, but the spirit of Ma'at is always going to speak in truth. When I tell you, all I try to do is close up people's wombs. Like, I know your stuff is open wide. Just close it up, please. It's too many people getting access to it. Just close it. I mean, of course, we are women. We're supposed to make the world go round. But the moment we stop giving access to things that are trying to kill us and hurt us and harm us is the moment we can move forward. I stopped giving energy to things that was hurting me, killing me, and harming me. And then it tried to come back around me, and I started to smell death. This is why I'm speaking on these things, because people's like, why you want to run somebody's business through the streets? You wrong for that. Like, no, I'm trying to protect other innocent wombs that don't have no business giving life to this dead ass system. And really, what the issue is the system, because people don't realize they're carrying around other people's spirits, because you can smell a spirit on somebody else that's somebody else's soul, right? Because there's something called possession. We watch movies about the exorcist and how it smells bad and the person's throwing up. When I get around certain people, I start feeling like I want to throw up. Like, I can feel their energy. It's like, oh no, I feel your spirit. Something's wrong in there. I don't know what it is, but there's something wrong. So when people keep coming at me like, oh, you trying to do this, stop giving your energy, don't mention him. I'm going to stop, but I had to tell, because I'm speaking about the legal system, right? So when it comes to the legal system, the reason I'm speaking on this is because some people run to the legal system because that's all they have. They don't have a friend. They don't have a family member. They don't have a sibling. They don't have an auntie, a cousin. This dude even threatened. He's like, yeah, I was fucking your cousin. And then the cousin like, oh, that's my cousin. Like, I'm thinking, did you actually sleep with him? Like, did you actually do that? Like, and then I started seeing, she started talking about some, oh, I don't even be wearing makeup. And I started posting stuff with my makeup on. I'm like, are you trying to trigger me? Hold on. The connection is those two. You really went that far? Like, bro, so people try to come at people and say that, like, it's something wrong with us because we trying to bash certain people, or it's wrong for women and certain people to go to the legal system. And because you go to the legal system, you want to be white and you're not standing on business for black people. But when black people don't stand on business and be good black people behind the scenes because they're actually working for the system, they don't realize they're working for the system. Actually, they know they're working for the system. See, this thing is, y'all don't be knowing what certain people are doing behind the scenes. So you're supporting someone who's supporting a whole entire, like, so again, a lot of people don't realize women call the police or the legal system when they have no one else to rely on, not because we want to sell somebody out. So when it comes to the legal system and spirituality, people always say, if you participate in the legal system, then you can't be a spiritual being because you should have a higher perspective of what's going on. I have a higher perspective of what's going on, but I know I wasn't putting my hands on a person. I never choked a person out. I never strangled a man. So I'm looking like, why are you doing it to me? If I ever push you, it's because you hurt me first. I'm trying to defend myself and push you away from me. I'm trying to get you away from me. For some odd reason, that's seen as deceitful to the black community, or I'm a weird woman, but if it was your mother and she had no one else to call, and you was like, what would you want your mother to do in that situation? What would you want your niecey to do, your cousin? If a dude doing that, but you kept going back, is everybody's argument. But it's like, I really thought that I was just trying to do what God said, which is just have patience with people and be kind, because they going through their healing journey just like everybody else. Or don't be somebody's emotional bulletproof punching bag. Okay, well, when I stopped doing it, I called the police and I try to get free. Now I'm the enemy. So it's like, you can't, damned if you do, damned if you don't. And he said the same thing. He's like, oh well, shoot. I could have made them press charges and lock you up. And I said I could have did the same thing too. I could have did the same thing too. But the thing is, you only want me to be around to be a battery. Oh, well, I made 1 million views last week. I know. I literally be helping you get views. I'd be like, y'all, look at what's going on over here. I give people the attention that they want. You want to be seen, then here, be seen as what you've done to me. That's all I can do. I can't paint a fake picture. I can paint a picture where I have remorse for people and stuff. Oh, well, you went through this, you went through that. You have family issues, you have family drama, and just like everybody else does. But I don't put my hands on people unless they put their hands on me first. You understand? Well, that's why you went to jail. And it's like, when it comes to spiritual, people always want to say, well, if you're spiritual, you would never call the police. Is basically what I'm getting at. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm spiritual. I don't want to call the police, but I don't want to be getting my hat pulled off while we in traffic. I don't want to be getting strangled. I don't want somebody pulling on my hair and punching me in my face because I don't want to give them a blowjob. So with that being said, I think it's just what Yakub. I feel all religions and all spiritual ways and walks of life make sense. All right, let's go to the next page. Enjoy a new beginning. Enjoy new beginning, but there is forgiveness with you, that just what man needs. You may be reverently feared and worshipped. People sometimes tell me I did something wrong and I just don't know if God can forgive me of it. Even when we have made serious mistakes, there's always a place for forgiveness and new beginning in Christ. When we have a new beginning with Christ, we don't have to mourn over the past. We just have to repent and go on. We don't need to repent again and again. If you know the character of God, you know he may forgive any sin, no matter how terrible, because to him sin is sin. Remember, God can make miracles out of mistakes. If you need forgiveness today, simply confess to the Lord what you've done and enjoy your new beginnings. It begins at the moment of forgiveness. So it's so funny and ironic that, of course, we be talking about something like this and that be the word of the day, right? So if I called the police on you because you hurt me and I fear for my life, but I also had grace for all of the things that you've done, I think that makes sense. And the fact that you also had grace for me and dropped the charges and then I got to live my life, that makes sense. But at the point where now my third eye is blocked and I'm looking at in the middle of the night and I'm seeing like my third eye, I see stuff, right? So I'm looking for stuff. I'm meditating at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, why am I up right now? Because I had this analogy in the shower. I was in the shower. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, I can do anything I want to do. If we literally just live in our consciousness and we're all just thoughts, because a lot of people have been locked up and incarcerated and pulled into the system anyways, and it's our job to just do what we want to do in this life. And if everybody's technically in the system, because everybody's either, like I said, working for a company, their neighborhood watch, a part of the police system, or in jail, and those are literally the only options. It's like no one who's consciously free of the whole entire system. There's a few people who can astral project. I'm one of them, and that's why they always have people watching us. But if everybody's locked into the system, that means so I could pretty much manifest I could do whatever I want to do. And I just start thinking like this, and I'm like, hold on. So everybody's afraid of the ice wall. So let's expand our consciousness past the ice walls. Let's go beyond. Oh, what's out here? Oh, hold up. Now this is a whole nother level out here. Okay, then what's outside of that? Oh, I feel like I'm expanding for real this time. You see my shoulder. Ooh, what's that in my shoulder? Y'all feel that? Something trying to tie me down. Ugh, feels horrible. But I'm like, oh shucks. Okay. All right. Huh. Interesting. So I can literally do anything I want to do. Right when I had that thought, this same person called me again. What you doing right now? You asleep? No, I wasn't asleep. I was actually in the shower, just meditating. I guess my consciousness was able to roam free. He thinking I had to have been asleep. I'm like, nah, I'm in the shower. Like, I was sitting around for a long time, and I just was in the shower. Like, hold on, I don't have to be in this relationship with him. I don't have to live in his brain. If everybody's brain is a different island, I don't have to live on the island that is his brain. I can go to a different island that thinks a different kind of way and have a different logic system. If every single dimension, because there's like, if there's really water that goes in spirals, it probably goes down to other freaking dimensions or some shit like that. Like, bro, it's probably so many dimensions. Bro, the world is flat. I just started thinking outside the box, like, yo, you can literally go anywhere you want to go. Oh my God. What the fuck? Why am I sitting here in this bullshit ass relationship? I ain't got to do none of this shit. I ain't got to do none of this. I ain't got to do none of this. I don't have to do none of this. I can literally like, because I start thinking, I'm like, hold on. I go into the rent portal. My rent says zero balance. I called him. I'm like, do I need to pay y'all or not? What's going on? Like, and I tell, is the balance really zero? What's going on? I haven't paid a car note. I haven't paid insurance. I barely pay for anything. Like, nigga, we ain't got to do none of this shit. This shit is a bullshit ass illusion. We just choose to live it next to each other. So we all either got to start thinking together. Nigga, why don't everybody just wake up and say, fuck paying all the bills? Like, nigga, we ain't doing none of this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck all of this shit. I'm in the shower, like, really, like, oh my God, fuck all of this shit. Like, bro, all of it. Like, all of it. No, not in prison. So that happens, right? I start feeling like my whole entire back is on fire. I'm like, oh my God, what is that? Ugh, what is that? And then he calling. He like, what you doing? Where you at? Where you going? Like, where you at? Are you home? Are you home? Like trying to check in so he can see whose mind I've escaped to. Because everybody's mind is a portal that you can exist in based on how they think. I'm about to drop a new song very soon. I'm actually working on a whole entire album about this relationship breakup. So I'm sitting here like, oh my fucking gosh, like, bro. But then he calls me, he's like, hold on 1 second. And he never calls back. So that would leave my mind doing what? Thinking about him, right? Y'all, when I tell you, out of nowhere, I thought to call one of my tarot readers or look at my tarot readings, right? I started stretching. Y'all, I've never been so flexible in my life. I literally put my feet behind my head. Like after that phone, I was just like, hold on. I could put my feet behind my head. I could literally do anything I want to do, bro. I could do anything I want to do. Bro, look at my feet. My feet are going all the way back here. How did I get this flexible? How is this even possible? I wasn't even flexible like literally 2 days ago. Why are my feet going all the way back here? What the fuck is going on? Oh yeah, something going on. And then I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I start feeling that weird feeling around my butt. I'm like, why does my butt feel like that? And my son's really anxious, don't want to go to sleep. So what I saw through my third eye was this old white guy. He was just staring at me. I'm like, hold on. I know somebody ain't trying to sell my information to this old white guy. Because usually that's what it means. Like when I see stuff like that, it's like somebody like that's probably the person hovering over or staring at my son spiritually or something of the sort. So I go clean that out. And they said there's this Turkish assassin that does these like there's like the shooting, I guess, sport, and he is the only one that doesn't use any kind of like special equipment. He just and shoots. I'm like, well, shoot, we need to get him and shoot this old white man. And then when I thought that, out of nowhere, all these different white faces popped up, and they're like, oh, she thought she's only gonna get it for just her, just her, just her. And I started feeling this darkness, feel like it just covered up the whole entire side of my face, and it started feeling like my body was getting heavy. I said, oh hell no. So I started like trying to fight the energy off. I realized it's the same energy that is associated now with my son's father because he's locked up in the system. So when you're in jail, you're predisposed to be able to be open to that kind of energy, which is the 13 families, because they just selling your energy and your information back and forth to all of them. So that's why I really don't fuck with the jail system. So I don't fuck with putting men in jail. That's why this guy, as much as I could have put him in jail, and they literally like, well, you know, whenever you want to open the case, you can open it whenever. We'll hold all the evidence whenever you need to just, you know, get him locked up. We got you. The white lady, of course, pressing me out to lock him up. But I'm looking at him like, nigga, I could have been got you locked up plenty of times and I didn't. Like, what? Why are you looking at me like, I don't get it? Like, I legitimately don't get it. Like, what makes you think that I'm not your ally? Snitches get stitches. I hear all of that, right? But this is what I'm saying all of this. If I get my ass whooped by someone who's supposed to be the man, protector, or provider of the household, I'm not going for that. I'm sorry. No. Women don't need to go through that. And that's why y'all get, well, y'all want to be matriarchs and all that, trying to stand on business. We gonna show all y'all coochies who really got the power. We the dicks. It's like, y'all get y'all power through putting y'all penis in a plug socket. We're the plug socket. We're the source that y'all are connected to. Y'all come out. Men are women first. Men are women first. Y'all's dick is just an enlarged clitoris. Y'all's testicles are just ovaries that dropped out the body. So I'm not saying masculinity is toxic, but masculinity that doesn't protect women is toxic. Very toxic. If it's not protecting women. Okay? Stick to the script or else we'll get the gas. So now all of a sudden, I'm like, I could do anything I want to do. Oh my God. I can do anything I want to do. Oh my God. And then I wake up and now all of a sudden I got followers and people all in the chat and it's like all this energy and it's like, oh yeah, we on one now. Did you decide that you was just gonna marry me last night and just hop up in my soul last night? Be like, well, if you finally believe and you know what you need to know, then we could do what we need to do. But the thing is, when I went to sleep, because I started dozing off at like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, right? And I started astral projecting. I ended up at this Hispanic lady's house and like about to go into her forehead or something. And she just looked at me. She was like, shh, and looked at me. And I looked at her. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are we at some Hispanic people house? What the fuck is this? Who is these people? And all her was like, oh my God, fuck, man, fuck. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then I started looking like, it's like I'm going through a portal that has a whole bunch of stars. Like I'm in space coming back down to my body. But I'm in my body. It's like, I see this in my brain. I'm like, and I just hear, fuck, man, fuck. I'm like, what the fuck? You trying to go live inside of a Hispanic person's brain or some shit? Like, that's what I'm be trying to tell y'all. Like, people who can astral project, bro, they can possess people. Y'all be thinking shit is a joke. Y'all be thinking the spirituality stuff out here is a game. Like, y'all be thinking it's a game. And people be like, oh, you wrong as shit for exposing people. I'm not exposing nothing. I'm just letting you know. It's spiritual shit out here that you can't control. People who are half dead are living inside of your body by choice. Every time you sign that contract and go clock into work, somebody is allowed to possess you and do whatever the fuck they want to. And that's why she's just being dramatic. She can't feel that. Like, no, it's because I know how to get out of systems. I know how to like get out of the system and look at the system from a different perspective and not be in it, like to be in the world but not of it. I know how to do that. So I be looking, I just be like, damn. Like we really in this bitch, huh? They try to put the motherfucking clunk. Like, bitch, you ain't going nowhere this time. We know how free you can get. We done watched, we watched you. Y'all was running real fast in space, but y'all ain't going nowhere today, motherfuckers. Y'all better learn to dance monkey dance and make us happy and proud. Sit your asses down. Cause we looking at you. But the thing is, had you never put your hands on me, I'd have never called the police. But again, we also have electromagnetic warfare going on where people are doing things and shock therapying people and doing quite the opposite, shocking people into being fucked up enough to put their hands on their partner. So sometimes that toxic relationship you in is actually your soulmate, but the system knows that you're about to break free from the system, so they're going to do anything to attack you and your soulmate so that y'all go madly insane, so that y'all actually don't get the chance to break free from the system and truly get to experience heaven on earth. Mic drop. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, she definitely crazy. Men and women are made to be together. Nah, I'm not negating that men and women are meant to be together. I think that we're meant to be together. I'm saying, even when it's usually your soulmate though, like when it's really your soulmate and you have the ability to attain your Akashic records and your Akashic knowledge, you will be attacked from all places, all over the place. You'll be attacked by so many people. Like people were like, oh shit, she's about to be with her soulmate. Soulmate. Oh yeah, we gotta attack this. We gotta take this down. We gotta stop this. Like, it's no way we can allow this to happen. Like, no way. Absolutely no way. You understand? Not everybody has the ability to access their Akashic records and see who they were lifetimes before this lifetime. Who they were the first time they were here. Not everybody has that ability. Think about it, even ICE, right? ICE is sent out here to collect a lot of Mexicans. Why is that, you think? They said it was a celebrity that was Native American that got arrested by ICE because they thought she was Mexican. And they said, well, they do look a lot alike. Why do you think that is? Because Mexicans are Native Americans that migrated. That's why North America and Mexico touch. That's why Donald Trump is so pressed to put up a border. Not really Donald Trump, but the people who understand that the sovereign people to this land have the ability to overstep their boundaries because they have knowledge that they don't know about. We all are aliens. We just decided to come back to the past to relive humanity again. But it's until we actually accept that we'll actually get the chance to go back into space and be free again. Because we had human babies and stuff, and we all want to stay here with our human babies and our human life. We're all afraid to go astral project and have fun. And they do it all the time. That's why you see they're building a space military. Like, why y'all think they got that? For people who can astral project to keep us inside of Earth, because we actually are the reason why Earth is still alive. Funny thing is, right? As I astral projected last night, I wake up. Guess what I see on the internet? Volcanoes are starting to get more active in all these different areas. Like there's like 5 different volcanoes that just went active. Have you mind, you can have a volcano anywhere, even in the US. Like magma is connected to all areas underneath the ground. Pele's finna wake that ass up, okay? Y'all love me or y'all gonna burn, motherfuckers. Okay? Y'all either gonna love me or y'all gonna burn, because Pele, the energy of Pele, okay, is definitely gonna be coursing through my soul. Like, keep playing, okay? Y'all gonna finally fuck around and figure out who the fuck I really am. Don't let me get my feet too deep inside that soil, boy. Don't let me get all the elements under control, boy. I want her superpower. Daddy, can we buy that one so I can have her superpowers, Dad? Daddy, I want her superpowers. Daddy, I want a new one. And all of our information just coursing through the system. And there's people who don't even work, don't lift a finger, don't do nothing all day. What you think they sitting in the house doing? What you think they sitting in the house doing? These rich people, the people who ain't even got to worry about bills. The money just come in. They ain't got to do nothing but just sit there. Them people. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people who literally just sit in the house all day and do nothing. They could literally just pick up the phone and call and order 20 cases of whatever and not even think about it. Not a lick of stress on their body. What you think their soul can do? Think about it. And then you understand why they don't want us sitting at home at ease and peace. Why they don't want us chilling, figuring out more secrets to spirituality. Then you realize why they want women at work. Because women are who? The closest thing to the spirit realm. But then they'll call a person like me a weird ass bitch all day on the internet, bash me. Well, you saw that shit she did? She's a weird ass bitch. You don't even understand, child. You're literally being used to go against the grain of humanity healing, and you don't even know it. It's sad to me. But I'd be like just chilling, you know. All humans have a superpower called imagination and creation to start imagining and start creating your world. Exactly. I just ordered a case of high-end wine, busted my ass for 50 years, I earned it. Nothing wrong with that at all. We're not saying there's anything wrong with that. But you don't have to bust your ass for 50 years to work from home. You can just literally sit at home and just enjoy free life, because everybody deserves free life. You shouldn't have to bust your ass for 50 years for shit. You should just be able to sit the fuck at home, like, and just chill. I already have mine. I already sit at home, don't do anything except for make videos and ask all you guys to subscribe since you're here so I can monetize these videos. Yeah, I'll just be chilling. I'm a hairstylist. I'm opening up a salon plaza in the next few days, so there's that. But anywho, don't worry. I know how to get all my stuff back. I know how to work. So let's go ahead and get on to the next thing. But that's the thing. It was never a problem in your day. The issue was they painted the illusion that you had to work for 50 years to get to freedom, when freedom is everybody's. They took all the female trees in the country and cut them down so we couldn't have free food. What? Like, what? Like, people really be disillusioned to the fact that your life is free. You're supposed to be living for free. High Priestess card. Okay, so everything I saw in my dreams, facts, hear it, listen to it. Okay. I can't be safe. There's no such thing as safe in a country that will be cool with, like, spiritually molesting my son and me without my permission, and then telling me, oh, I'm crazy for not wanting to be spiritually molested but getting the bare minimum. Like, what? If you want me to pour into it, look, they said you're gonna have some gifts pouring in, as long as you stick with this King of Pentacles, Earth sign, masculine. Oh my God, child, they really want me to stay with this boy. Even the card said, that's crazy. They got the celebrity mastery. Okay, then we got the Knight of Pentacles, abundance rolling in, the boy who fooled death rolling in, and the blessings with the Ten of Cups, rainbow energy, serpent energy. Woo, child, whoa. Hey, bruh. King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Then we have Knight of Swords, a dialectic, a protector. We have the Magician card. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. Go to your ancestors about it. They still stabbing me in the heart now. Child, it's crazy out here. You know I can still see it, right? So ugly, the things they make us do just to get noticed. Okay, Strength in reverse. 11. Three of Swords, backstabbing. Right. Heartbreak. Like you could have this little live, and you can have, go viral, and you can have all these followers. You could do all that. But what are you willing to pay? What's the price you're willing to pay? I'm doing a collective reading right now. So there's a Tower card coming in. Seven of Swords, betrayal. Somebody that did something for some clout, for celebrity status, for the liking of the upper class. Okay. I see a Queen of Swords. I see Devil energy. A Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini woman. Okay. We see you. Don't worry. You ain't hiding from me. Look right at her. We're looking right at you. We know that you're doing this. We can see. We see what you got going on there. It's okay. I see your little snake. Yeah, voodoo, of course. Child, it's always voodoo. They said they wanted to do this for harmony. With the Devil card, they want to express sensuality with you for harmony purposes. I'm already looking at it. It's just a swirl that's going up and down, up and down, up and down. It's like, child, don't take that damn thing and throw it away. Like, ugh. It's like a spider web. It's like a weird spiral, a black spiral. It's like a black upside down pyramid that got swirls around it. It's like a hurricane, but it's upside down. Yeah, the fuck. Look. Either we gonna sit here and talk about spirituality, or we gonna act like we don't know what the fuck going on. Nigga, I know what the fuck going on. Like, you think I can't see you trying to siphon my energy? Oh shit, it's sunny outside. Let's go get some of her energy. She got enough to give everybody. Get your ass up out of here, you hungry monkey mother. Because when it was me and I needed something, it was we're gonna kill her. The fuck? Knight of Swords or Page of Swords. It says go to your ancestors, or your ancestors gonna protect you. They give you the eyes to see no matter what. They gonna make sure you can see what's going on. They're like, can you see? Can you sure you can see? Because if you could see, you would stop that right now. Like, you should really get on that. You see, all y'all is not here no more. Like, now all of a sudden, oh, yep, there you go, right there. I see it. Open that one up right there. Them two. Open. There you go, right there. Look at it. You see it? That's some fucked up shit. That's some real fucked up shit right there. But hey, that's what people be doing. Look, didn't I just say be careful and watch out for your kids, because there's people who want to create madness in your children just for personal gain? And look what card pop out. Obambo spirits. The spirits that bring madness to children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mm. I'll finish it off. I'll finish later. Can you see what I see? 9 of Wands. Chariot card. So there's a gateway out of this situation. What's the gateway? What's the way to get out of this? You have to have the initiative. One of Ace of Swords or Ace of Wands have to have the initiative to be with an emperor or be in your emperor energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got to be in your emperor energy. That's Aries energy. Let me see. Hold on. Where's he at? Okay. Hey, I'm gonna look behind the scenes. I don't know about you. I'm gonna look. Okay, so there's abundance on the way. Once you step into that emperor energy and you know, protect yourself and your tribe. They don't want you to get to this portal. This is why so much black magic is being done to you at this time. So much people are sending so much bad energy to you, your child. Especially people want to use your relationship with your child to scare you into submission with them. Trying to make it like they're the only ones that can save you. A King of Cups. Yeah, that's the message. His own father? That's crazy. Order in the court. Or the King of Cups could also be another Scorpio. So let's go look at him. Woo! Damn. Y'all saw that? Y'all looking? Are y'all watching too? Alright. So it goes to show I was never a crazy bitch doing spell work on nobody. Them niggas is mad. Wild. Crazy. The idiots. And then they got me. Look what they doing to me. Child. Excuse me. Woo! What you won't do for fame. You tried everything. I ain't want to do none of that shit. I just try to wake up and mind my business, child. And they all... It's like, so how do I get out of that? They're like, look, I'd rather it be you than me, girl. Go ahead and take this one for the team. Okay. So all y'all subscribing to the channel? Burping your soul out, laughing my ass off. Is it really my soul? I mean, all that shit that just was going on, that was wild. I don't think that's a part of my soul. I think I'm burping out other people's energies that want to relax in here. They've created bonds with my soul that I don't even appreciate because I'm like, I don't even do that. Like, that's not me. So I don't mind burping that energy out because that's not really a part of my soul existence. That's not what my soul wants to do. We are doing a general reading, so stay tuned. This is a reading for all of you all as well. Okay, if you play the lottery, the number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the first number for the spirit, fire energy. There's a boy to trick death, but you have to have the initiative to keep on protecting, because there are people who want to create madness for this child instead of the harmony that would allow this child to hop through the portal that is meant for them, for their soul. So people are trying to stop this kid from going forward. You might be this kid. People are trying to stop that kid from having their best, wildest desires and dreams. So they said that they're going to stack up and like block this kid from traveling at night, doing things to stop him from doing what he wants to do at night. Yeah, stuff like that. Mm. Excuse me. All right. Let's see. The next number is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a lot of blessings going to rain down on you, and you're going to get some gifts, like a spiritual gift, like whatever your ancestors have for you. You see those white hands handing out the gifts, and the message is something about a King of Cups. What about the King of Cups? Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go see your ancestors. Something about abundance and celebrity status, and the King of Pentacles will bring you a lot of abundance. They said, make this sacrifice for the family so we can be rich, child. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's going to be a heartbreak, but there will be someone who's smart enough to help and protect while it happens. The ancestors are, the ancestors are in your energy, but this Queen of Swords did definitely backstab you, so be mindful of that. Which one of them did it is beyond me. Was it your grand? I got so many Queen of Swords in my family, child. For all I know, my neighbors might be Queens of Swords, child. Look. I keep hearing somebody say, it's the Queen of Swords in my head. Like, which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Strength card says a magician. Something about your strength and your magic for a high priestess. It's going to put you in emperor status, emperor level energy. It's going to be your chariot to help you get out of this seductive energy, but something about that seductive energy will put a tower in your life. So don't be too naive. There you go. If you think magic isn't real, then I shouldn't be able to see what I'm seeing with my third eye and feel that pressure come off my back. But okay. The magic is your imagination. Once you lose your imagination, that's when you lose your magic. So don't get boring and start to lose your imagination. I'm getting so sleepy all of a sudden, child. I know. Oh, the baby father's energy is here. Feeling so drained all of a sudden. All those energies. Because the funny thing about energy is you don't realize that you become a vessel of a bunch of entities that become one in order to become a bigger entity. People don't understand how people could become big. It's because they have a bunch of other entities within them, other spirits that are, I guess, underneath them in their dynasty, so to speak. Whew. Whew. Chest ain't as tight as it was 5 minutes ago, I'll tell you that much. Release some of them spirits, Lord, today. They all can't stay in here at the same time, child. They said, but we want to. Let us stay in there. No. Then again, you gotta have a collective, so. River movement, something about movement is power. Yeah, so they said don't stop the movement in your body. Let the movement stay, because that's how you're staying empowered. Again, united we stand, divided we fall. So even if you think that it's somebody betraying you, and even if it is somebody betraying you, they're dumb. The only thing that's betraying you is the system. That's stopping you from being the biggest possible version of yourself. So just say whoop-de-doo to that and tell them to kiss your black ass. Okay, if you don't want to believe magic is real, wait till you get yourself around you a master illusionist, and you start seeing what they start seeing through their third eye. I was sitting here one day with the dude. He's like, I made it to the enchanted forest, yes. And I looked through my third eye. All I see is the whole room turned green. It was like a bunch of turtles with like red third eyes looking at me. I'm like, what the fuck? It looked like I was inside of a forest. Like when you become real spiritual, you can see anything. But you won't know that until you get there. And when you get there, you can be like, fuck, because you're there. Like, nigga, you outside in synergy with your environment. So make sure your environment treats you good. The only way you can do that is to treat your environment good, and then they just give you what you want, which is more energy, more connection, and everybody goes to, having some kind of peace, I suppose. But they say we rather blind you to what you can see, because if you see it, you going, wake up call. So it's time for you to shapeshift so you can go on this vision quest so you can make your music and be in harmony, right? Because y'all know I make music, so it's like, look at it from a different perspective. It's not what you think it is. Because now you're below where you were at and you're getting hit in your third eye. If you would have just kept all those energies in there, you would have been a little bit taller. And that thing would be whatever's hitting you, cross your third eye, making you feel sleepy, it wouldn't be doing it right now. So you should have stayed tall. Emergence, dragonfly. It's time to emerge. Y'all didn't see that. Volatility, volcanoes. So it's time for you to maybe erupt. I told y'all a volcano is getting active again. All the volcanoes are reactivating themselves. So time for somebody to have some love making, heartbreaking, soul shaking love. All right. And then that's the rainbow blessings. That's a tough one right there. Childhood innocence will come back. Dance, celebration, and communion. Oh, congratulations. I know that's right. Oh, shit. The first card that came out hit the floor. Jealousy and envy. Lord, today. And the devil is a lie. Transition. Somebody's supposed to be transitioning up out of here. Your occupation. I told you I was supposed to be a death doula. And this is ascending. Your occupation, your job. That's why I keep telling people, your only job on earth is to ascend to your highest dimension, your highest possible version of yourself. That's it. That's it. That's your only job. You ain't got no other job but to become the best version of you. Whatever that looks like. It's that stress relief tea. Again, a golden elimination parasite detox capsules. Y'all know I'm meat free. I don't eat meat. You should order my capsules. This has blessed thistle for inflammation. Burdock root cleanses the blood. Cascara sagrada is a natural laxative and cleanses the second gut, which is the second brain. Hyssop is the holy healing herb mentioned in the Bible plenty of times. Nettle heals cuts and wounds. Hibiscus to balance out your hormones, especially for women during our cycle. Prickly ash bark, an antiseptic. Wormwood to cleanse the lymphatic system. Yarrow root specifically geared towards eliminating the hemoth worm, which is responsible for the herpes virus. And then yellow dock, also geared towards cleansing the lymphatic system. Look, where do I live? What state? I live in Maryland. There's no convincing evidence of any gods. Child, if you seen how the weather be changing when I'm in a look, look, hold on. I know we ain't get back connected and it's back sunny outside. Hold on, let me see something right quick. I know it ain't like, I know we ain't come back around now. It's back sunny outside again. If that ain't a bitch, I tell you, boy. People really be thinking like how you connect your spirit to everybody don't really determine. Like yesterday, it was so cloudy and so gray outside, and I was just starting to get up. I'm like, oh my God, I'm breaking out of it. I'm getting back up. I'm getting back to my spirit. I cleaned up my crown chakra. I'm like, yeah, my crown chakra lit. It's cleaned up. Oh my God. It's so great up here. Child. Being up here do come with limitations. Like, sit your ass still before you fall. I'm putting a seatbelt on you. Look now, don't be falling down. God is not what causes the weather to change. It's so funny because before there was like religion, right? People used to pray to the sun and the moon and the stars and the wind as as their gods, the gods of the trees of nature. But okay, like nature can't just randomly make a whole entire tornado. A tornado, oh, like a woman's vagina that goes in a cyclic spin. Okay. And women are mother nature. Okay, I'm just saying. So who you need to, no proof of gods. Did we not birth children? Did wombs create life and hold life and bring it into this realm? Literally, spirits come through the portals that are flesh in our body. Like there's a spirit somewhere up in the sky. It comes down to us and then is conceived in our vagina and then is born. What do you not? Where do you not see God at? And that's all the crazy I can handle. I'm out of here. I'm saying, what about God you don't see? And every day when you wake up and you see nature and you see women, I'm confused. A spirit sees a parent, is like, I want that one right there. That's my mommy right there. I want her. Just like my baby father's son. I want to go in your room. I want to go bed with you in your room. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Emotional pain. Someone's experiencing, ooh, my casual chakra is lighting up. My casual chakra is lighting up. It's getting activated. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. I was spinning out of control. Uh-oh, somebody trying to knock me down. They say, what is she doing up there? How did she get up there? She not supposed to be up there. That's my spot. I don't know. Ask. I'm just here for the ride, y'all. Right, man created God. Thank you. Because God had to have been a male because man just couldn't accept the fact that a woman created him and he was a woman before he was a man. There's animosity about your gifts. Somebody has animosity about your gifts because it's causing an ending. Y'all heard the bird. Y'all are aware of this. Y'all have intuition about what this is. Leo energy. Rich guy. Is in someone's energy. Somebody else a rich guy. One of y'all a rich guy? I just saw the rising star card, but I'm gonna just let it, you know. False documentation about somebody has been released. Someone's in poverty and been through abuse. Something about a courthouse. Somebody being blocked from your energy or being blocked in general for High Priestess. I think this is for that Queen of Swords. I think that's for you. Or you. I'm a Cancer and I'm broke. Ooh, did y'all hear my neck? Ooh, y'all heard that? Rip me out the plastic. I've been acting brand new. Jesus is a myth like Zeus or Osiris. Osiris would be more like Hades, I think. Because Hades is king of the underworld, just like Osiris. Y'all heard my neck crack like that, though, right? Somebody has an entity attachment. A community has an entity attachment. Oh, wow. The community has an entity attachment. I'm not playing. What's up? I think I'm looking sideways or something. There's still abundance on the way, though. I'm like, you want to let us spin this wheel inside your head real quick? If you do, we give you some money. Y'all all subscribe. If y'all all subscribe right now, if all y'all subscribe right now, I'll get to my goal of 1,000 subscribers. So can everybody in here subscribe to the channel? Like, if you're interacting with me, subscribe to the channel. There's too many of y'all in the chat and not enough likes. I need y'all to send some likes, share this, and subscribe. Woo! Excuse me. House, legal situation, and again, a rich guy. Karmic masculine. Somebody's abandoning a karmic masculine because the ancestors told them to. Oh my God. She's like, she found it. Not the kids yelling through the wall, like, she got it. I tell you, boy. The only reason I do what I do, and I'm glad everybody got to see that, is because I be trying to figure out who putting their hands on me without my permission. I mean, God said, we gonna be all right. God got us. But if I find out that this is a man with a damn Confederate flag hanging up in his house, hanging me by my damn head, dangling me for everybody to see, I'm gonna feel some kind of way about that because you don't like black people. And I don't want that hook in the back of my brain ever again because that shit hurts. Like, oh, bring your little ass back here. I'm like, I told y'all the back of my head was starting to burn, right? It's like, oh, you running fast, huh? We gonna catch you, boy. You hear? We gonna catch you. Bring him back. I told him to come over to my house. He don't listen. He wanted to stay over there. Like, bring your ass over here. Get his ass here. Bring them. Round them up. Get all the boys out. We know where you're at now. Oh my God. Or I'm just making up this illusion in my head. They don't really have that flag hanging in their house. I'm just an illusionist. I'm just crazy. They don't really have that thing hanging right there in that window. Anyway. That's why I do the work that I do. So I can find people's stuff and get it back to them. Okay. I don't do no spell work to hurt people or mess up my own community. I'm just like, look, if your stuff got stolen and you had me and I was babysitting your stuff, I want you to be able to get it back. So I just pay attention to every single face I see every day. I don't forget a face. So I guess call me the face recognition system. I don't know. But shit, I'm going to remember your face because you ain't going to run off of my shit. And if I'm attached to somebody and I think that their stuff missing because you got it, I'm going to go find their stuff. I would not like sausage and eggs for breakfast because I don't eat either one of those things. But I appreciate you for offering. That's so sweet of you. I would like a cash app for you to buy me some breakfast, though. You can do that. Now, the issue at hand that I have is, see, now people, okay, I got a hook in the bottom of my foot now. This just came back. Hook, don't phonics, hook. We going to take a foot out. Give me that foot. Give me that foot. Come here. I just felt it. Hook right in the bottom of the foot. We found him. We found him. Come on, boys, rile them up. We done found them. They thought they was going. They got pretty far this time. They did good. We got them, though. Oh, you don't want to let us have our way? False documents. You don't want to let us have our way? Don't worry about it. All them little followers and things you got going on, them views, we going to reduce that. we going to cover you back up where they can't find you at. Surprise! Uh-oh. The veil and the divine feminine. So someone actually is a divine feminine and they can see beyond the veil. Their gifts are valid and true. Here, you can send me a cash app for breakfast, sure. I'm gonna just use it and buy my son breakfast. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think that's all the messages that Spirit has for us today. Oh, one more came out. What's this? A relationship is on the way, on the horizon. So be ready, get prepared. It's time to get settled in. It's cuffing season. There's a relationship coming in. It does not say whether it has to be platonic or what's the other word? Platonic or sensual, sexual. It's your pathway, though, whatever this relationship is, whether you want to accept it or not. A mature woman is trying to establish this authority. There goes the pain in my face again. Lord, today. She came back. She's obsessed with your energy. This woman who wants to keep you binded and bonded to them. They are obsessed with your divinity and the fact that you have real love coming your way. So they want to manipulate you through your child. They want to send in a love offer from a karmic feminine, which would be your sister or auntie. And this is going to be because they want to send you death magic through that person. Because they see you met your twin flame and you're ascending with your twin flame. Awakening. Hello. Yeah. So something about the Jezebel and the third party stitch and a soulmate. So you might think somebody's a Jezebel and the third party stitch, but it's actually another one of your soulmates, because whatever your soul conjured when it came here, maybe you contracted to have multiple women in your life, you know? Maybe you wanted your husband to have sister wives. So yeah. There's a reason why certain people do certain things, I see. Look, what if them people who got them Confederate flag inside of their house not even really Confederates? What if they just got that shit as a prop? And they actually genuinely like black people and they like a part of the Underground Railroad. They're like, you come here, rest up here, nigga. Yeah, we gonna make it like we don't fuck with y'all, but y'all, we fuck with y'all. Heavy. That'd be a whole crazy ass plot twist now, wouldn't it? Cause how the hell they sitting here promoting and pushing, but then the mother come in, the black mother come in, and now all of a sudden I got a hook in my foot, and they talking about manipulation through children? What do Confederate flag mean then, if it ain't bad for black people? You tell me. What would it mean it's good for black people? Educate me. I'm here to be educated. I'm not judging. I'm very curious, though. Let's see. Primarily symbolizes the Confederate States of America during the Civil War, representing a rebellion to preserve slavery and white supremacy, but it has evolved to also signify Southern heritage, pride, and defiance for some, while remaining a potent symbol of racism and hate for others. Especially after being adopted by hate groups like the Ku Klux Klan during the Civil Rights era, its meaning is deeply contested, representing both historical identity and modern racial division. So what about the Confederate flag is good for black people? Please enlighten me, David. Not a goddamn thing. All right. So we're going to leave it off there. All right. Ooh. 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 Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This eyeball scratch. Hold on. All right, y'all. Remember, here on this platform, here you are heard, seen, and loved. Remember to always have peace, love, and hair grease and everything in between, because these are tools in your body to help you manifest your dreams. So let nobody take advantage of you or your chakras. The fact that the South had more slaves than the North does not relate to that flag to slave. What the? Bye. Anyway, child, we know better. You a troll. And my eye itch. This feels so good. So I got to call y'all back tomorrow morning. Ooh, because this feels so good. I might just do this for the rest of the day. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. All right, y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease and everything between, because these tools in your body help you, all that good stuff. Peace.